Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel here, Ripples by Gia. I am your host. And if it's your first time tuning in, welcome. I talk all about the higher consciousness, our portal, our vessel, and how to land it all here in the human experience. And of course, I work through the element of water. Now, I'm going to be honest with you today. This is like probably my fifth or sixth attempt to record something. And I truly feel like it's because I got caught up in my people pleasing moment and I was like, I don't want to disappoint and I don't want to sound like a broken record that keeps repeating herself and I want to serve. Soon as I let that go, like right now, I'm like, F it. I'm just gonna get on and I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm not here to save the world. Here I am and I'm fully ready to go. I don't know who that came through for, but if you're listening and you're that individual that won't proceed or take the action or the step required because you don't know how it may land on the other side or how it may land with others, F them. Just go for it. Seriously, go for it. Let it be a mystery. If it lands, it lands. It doesn't, it's okay. You strived for the best and continue striving. Okay. And that's my new word. I'm not using trying anymore. Screw the temptations. I like striving. It just sounds better. Like you're thriving, striving. I don't know. I just like it better. But anyways, welcome, welcome, welcome you all. Today I had, not today. Today I want to talk about, see, you can already tell. I was struggling to get words out. My telepathy is on today. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to talk, to be honest with you. But again, I am dedicated. I'm gonna get a podcast out once a week. So I'm serving and honoring my vows. All right, enough about me. Let's get on topic. I have it in my phone here. I wrote it down. When I had it, October 5th actually is when it came through. Because I've been reflecting on my own journey, seeing, in my human experience, how I've integrated in divinity and how I've integrated my intuition and my magic and my gifts to really work with me and for me. And in that reflection period, I really thought about, the times I have um, gotten kind of swept away in false light, right? Or maybe ignored my intuition and just kept going on the wrong timeline, doing the wrong things for the wrong people. Oh my God. Like, I don't even remember that time. I don't want to recall it, actually. I do remember it. I don't want to recall it because it was just, I caused my own suffering in many ways. But it's all beautiful now because we all learned we're on the other side. It's magical. And I really wish in those moments someone had made a video like I am today or a podcast and gave me signs that I was on the wrong timeline. And I feel like that's one topic that is not discussed enough in a spiritual journey is that how your consciousness gets hijacked. And when your consciousness and your frequency vibration gets hijacked, so does your timeline. So you get much more interferences, chaos, delays, you meet weird characters, right? Like shit's hitting the fan for you. All right. And yes, it does all start from awareness and consent. 100%. It always starts from there. And again, I was deep diving into this, right? Because I was like, oh my gosh, like when did I give consent? How did I end up there? Like what was the sign? Like what was the sign? I was like, wait, this is wrong. And I woke up. And I'm gonna read out the download I got when I was actually thinking about this. And I actually think the word download is also wrong. Now that I'm speaking, this into existence right now, I feel like the correct word here is that I remembered. I remembered, I reclaimed myself. And yes, I think instead of download, I'm going to use I remembered. All right. So that's the new word going forward. So I don't confuse anybody in doing so. So this is what I got. And of course, I will crack this open. I will decode it. I'll deep dive here with it, explaining it further. Okay. So signs that you are on a wrong timeline. Not being self-aware is giving permission to others to drive you. No one's voice should be in your head other than yours. Many are not aware how other voices are guiding them into wrong decisions, choices, triggering wrong timelines, and hijacking consciousness. Only your voice should be in your head. When this remembrance came through, I was like, dang. Because sometimes we don't acknowledge this, it's really unconscious. We feel so inspired by another sometimes that their voice will linger in our head. And sometimes when we're making a decision or a choice, we'll remember what they said in their voice. We'll remember their truth. It may not be good for us. It may be completely out of alignment and it may not be the truth. But we felt so good hearing it that unconsciously we go, yeah, I'm feeling that. We give permission to it and we allow it to be our compass. It's good to take inspiration from somebody. It's not good to have their voice in your head. If someone else's voice is in your head more than once a day, like it's not like, oh, you remembered a memory. It's like it's in your head, it's playing, and their vocabulary is running the show. Like you're saying the words they would say and all of that. That's the biggest sign, the biggest tell sign that you were on the wrong timeline. And very quickly, that's how it starts. It starts inside, right? And very quickly on the external part in your world, you will start to notice things are freaking chaotic. You just can't land. You can't make a choice. You're indecisive. There's self-doubt. You're always looking outside. Your relationships may start to feel weird. You may start to feel weird with time. And again, physically, mentally, emotionally, you may be feeling more drained because that chaos is feeding off your energy. It's you're the host for it now. It's taking all of your energy and you're feeling depleted. But that's how timeline hijacking starts. It starts at the conscious level. And to take this even more further, you'll notice anytime there's been a cult situation or a hive mind situation, not only they have like affirmations they say as a group together or a certain vocabulary or certain keywords they have that they will use to keep everyone connected in the hive mind. They also do body programming. Okay. And what I mean by cult, honestly, we're living in a big fat cult. The government, the media, entertainment, the fashion industry, they're all cults, right? It's all around us. And I'm not saying this to put fear. I'm just saying this simply for information and awareness. You can do your own research, however you like. So you'll notice, even in the music industry, it's the best example I can think of when I refer to body programming because not only we are constantly our attention is being grabbed to accept, to comply, to be influenced by what they want for us versus us going within and listening to our intuition and truth. They're grabbing our attention, so the intention flows there and our consciousness gets hijacked. Okay. I've talked a lot about this in previous videos. You're more than welcome to go down my videos or podcast episodes if you're listening. And I've done a lot on consent and free will. So not only do they do that with the mind, the attention, but they do it with our body, right? The way we should look, the way we should dress, how we should show up, what our size should be. I mean, it's brutal for women. Men have it bad too, but it's brutal for women, right? We're really picked on when it comes to image because, they're trying to put us into this standard or acceptance of what it should be to look like and feel like a woman, right? So they're programming our bodies too. And like I said earlier, the best example I can think of is music. Now, there's a lot of rumors out there. Again, I have not seen this. There's a lot of rumors out there how the music industry is intentionally putting out low frequency tunes and frequencies and vibrations into music that attack your root chakra. And your root is your safety, it's your survival, it's your sexual energies are all there as well, to attack that place. So it keeps you imbalanced, keeps you in survival, high mode, hijacks your adrenals, causes more illness, diseases, spirals you back into their system and clutches, right? Because you need medical care, you need money for that. It just becomes a whole matrix trap, right? And what do we do naturally, or we've been taught, actually, I'm going to say, to do when we are to show that, we're enjoying the music, we're enjoying the conversation, that, we're listening and we're active, we're engaged. What are we taught to do? And we're taught this starting from like kindergarten. We're taught to nod with our head, like nodding in compliance, nodding, yes, like the whole yes, yes, yes. We do the same with music. We nod along with music. Dun, dun, dun. When you nod, you are giving consent. You are complying and agreeing to what is being said and served to you. And this is happening very unconsciously. So it's not that you're naive, you don't know what you're doing, you should always be fearful, stop listening to music, don't nod, just be aware. And sometimes listening to a conversation like this is enough to become aware. And then you get to decide through your filter system, which is your belief system in the body and your heart on what you believe and desire. That's where it comes from, your heart. You get to decide what you want to nod to, what you don't want to nod to. And you get to decide how you want to dress and not dress, right? What you're feeling today and all of that. You get to make those choices now. And no, not every music is bad. You don't have to throw away your whole life. And no, you just not there for that, right? I'm not here to put fear in you. I'm here for just awareness. Okay. You just want to be mindful what you're nodding along to because you're programming our body that way too, right? And we all know this in the Freemason lineage, a lot of other occult lineages. There's a lot of hand symbols, right? That's also body programming. There's a lot of fixation on even like walking, sitting, behavior, mannerisms, right? All of that's all body programming for compliance. So you also want to pay attention when you are speaking, when you are listening. What is your body actually doing in those moments? How is it standing? Is it leaning in? Is it leaning out? Is your body really matching your emotions, thoughts, and your frequency of the moment? Or is your body doing completely something else while you may feel something else? Is it not connected? Because again, these things are really unconscious, right? Like these are things we learned very, very young and now are a part of our daily lives without us even realizing that. But again, this is also how they hijack your consent, your consciousness, and your timeline. It's through compliance. And that's happening through the hijacking of the consciousness, the attention, the influences, the scarcity they put out there, the fear, but also through body programming. Okay. All of that. And it's also the sound, the vibration of sound is really coming through right now, too. When you were on the wrong timeline, you cannot hear sound. And what I mean by that is not that, oh, like your hearing goes away and you can't listen to music, you can't hear the cars, the traffic, or, little noises. No, I truly mean you are not able to vibrate at a sound frequency. You start vibrating like in a different spiral feeling inwards. Your sound, your inner sound changes completely. And that is also something to be mindful of. And notice it, test it out. When the days you're feeling low, your body doesn't really make a sound. There's no vibration there to lift you. When you're feeling happy and joyful, there's a sound, there's a vibration that's available to you that regenerates your cells, that regenerates your life force energy in the body. Okay. And sometimes you got to go inwards, hermit, get really quiet so we can listen to the silence and reconnect with our vibration. Or sometimes we need to go out to the club and dance and activate our senses. Because that's the other part too. When you get hijacked and your timeline gets hijacked through inner voices and guidance that was never meant to be yours, and you accept it as the truth, consciously or unconsciously, we get so disassociated from the body that our senses they deactivate. So you can't taste the same way, you can't smell the same way, you can't see the same way, hear the same way, feel the same way, touch the same way. Your senses deactivate. So it's also really important when you want full clarity and you want to connect with your intuition and body and ensure you're making choices out of clarity because those clear choices keep you on your timeline. They keep you strong on your timeline, right? And your inner voice is always connected with the source. The source can speak to you, through you, and for others, right? What a gift. What a gift that is. You need to have your senses activated. So if you feel like, you can't smell properly, activate that sense. Go out into gardens, cook something really nice, and really indulge in that sensory experience. Indulge in it, like really lean into it and accept it and stay with the body because these are our gifts, right? Everyone talks about spiritual gifts, everyone talks about intuition, but no one talks about our senses that much, right? Like our senses are a gift. We're having a human experience through our senses that are, creating this beautiful memories for us that we're able to go back and grab and relive as much as we want, the beauty of it, the pure joy of it. Our senses are a gift, and it's really important to stay connected with them. Because if you know what you like, what sense you like, what touch you like, what sound you like, what hearing you like, what taste you like, it's harder to derail you, right? Into hijacking your consent, into hijacking your timeline, into full hijacking. It's more difficult. You're less compliant because you know who you are. You're self-aware. So you're not just handing out consent. So that was my little chat for today. Thank you for tuning in. Please do leave a comment, subscribe, like, share. Let me know if there is a particular topic that you really are curious to know when it comes to spirituality, um, Akashic records, the body at all. Please DM me on Instagram. Ripples by Gia is my name there as well. Or simply leave it in the comments and let me know, what else would you like to hear? What topic would you like to discuss more? And it doesn't necessarily need to be completely woo-woo. It could be very practical as well because my filter is woo woo. So if you give me a practical thing, I'll probably give it back to you in an energetic way in the best way possible. But of course, I am all here for that interaction, of course. And I cannot thank you all so much for tuning in and listening to this. I hope it was helpful as usual. And on that note, I will be signing in. And remember, we came here to thrive, not just survive. So keep thriving.